The moment stunned everyone in the venue and sent shockwaves across global fandom spaces. Jungkook broke down in tears, and Jin, BTS's eldest member, appeared to step in publicly and decisively to defend him, even if it meant putting his own career on the line. Could this be the most dramatic moment in BTS's history? Was this a simple act of solidarity, or was Jin sending a message to the world and to those in power that Jungkook's pain had gone too far? The scene unfolded during a highly anticipated appearance, one that was supposed to be celebratory. Instead, it turned into an emotionally charged moment that left thousands of fans in the audience crying and millions more around the world glued to their screens as clips spread like wildfire across TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter. Jungkook, usually composed and charismatic on stage, visibly struggled to hold back his emotions before finally letting the tears fall. The reaction was immediate and intense. Fans screamed, some wept with him, and the entire atmosphere shifted from excitement to heart-wrenching silence. But what happened next was even more shocking. Jin, standing close by, moved towards Jungkook and, in a rare display of public confrontation, made what insiders are now calling a bold declaration that he would not stand by if Jungkook was being unfairly pressured or mistreated. Witnesses say his words were firm, deliberate, and delivered with such gravity that the entire arena seemed to freeze. The message was clear: Jin was ready to take a stand, even if it risked his own standing within BTS and the industry. This incident has sparked intense discussion among fans and analysts. Why was Jungkook crying? Was it due to personal struggles, relentless media attention, or internal conflicts that have not yet come to light? Could Jin's action have been a direct challenge to those putting pressure on Jungkook behind the scenes? These questions are now dominating online discourse, with speculation growing by the hour. Industry observers note that Jin's move was not impulsive. Known for his measured personality and careful approach to public statements, he rarely speaks out unless the situation is serious. This has led many to conclude that what happened that night was not merely emotional support, but a calculated moment, a line drawn in the sand. If Jungkook's pain had reached a breaking point, Jin seemed determined to ensure that no one could ignore it any longer. Social media exploded within minutes of the event. The hashtags connected to Jungkook's tears and Jin's reaction trended worldwide, with fans posting clips, translations, and emotional commentary. Many ARMY members expressed gratitude for Jin's courage, calling him a true leader who was willing to risk everything to protect the youngest member. Others voiced worry, asking if this was a sign that the group was facing internal pressure that could threaten its unity. What makes this situation so intense is the context. BTS is not just a music group. They are a cultural phenomenon, a brand worth billions, and a symbol of inspiration for millions. Any hint of conflict or emotional strain within the group immediately becomes global news. That Jin would make such a dramatic stand at this moment raises questions about what has been happening behind the scenes. Has Jungkook been under extraordinary stress in recent months? Has the weight of being the youngest, constantly scrutinized member of BTS finally taken its toll? Fans are also asking whether this moment might represent a turning point in how idols deal with pressure. In a system where artists are often expected to remain silent and maintain a perfect image, Jin's choice to defend Jungkook so openly could mark the beginning of a new era, one where the mental and emotional well-being of performers is prioritized over corporate expectations. Could this be the spark that changes how entertainment companies treat their biggest stars? Yet, with all the emotional impact, skepticism is also growing. Some analysts question whether this was a spontaneous event or something strategically orchestrated to send a message to the public and to those in charge. Could it have been staged to rally fan support ahead of an important announcement or negotiation? Or was this raw, unscripted truth breaking through the carefully managed image of BTS? These questions are crucial because they force fans and observers to reflect on their own roles in the media cycle. Every share, every emotional reaction adds momentum to the narrative. Are we helping shed light on real issues? Or are we being pulled into a story that is designed to provoke our feelings and drive engagement? Regardless of the motive, the effect has been undeniable. ARMY members around the world report feeling shaken, some describing the moment as one of the most emotional in BTS's history. Entire communities online are now dedicated to analyzing every angle of the footage, every expression on Jungkook's face, every word from Jin, searching for clues about what is really happening. The silence from official channels has only intensified the tension. No clarification has been given, leaving fans to fill in the blanks with their own interpretations. This vacuum of information can be dangerous, as it allows speculation to spiral unchecked. But it also keeps the story alive, as fans wait for any sign, any statement that might confirm or deny what they believe they witnessed. One thing is certain: this was not just another concert moment. It was a flashpoint that exposed the vulnerability of two of the most celebrated figures in modern music. Jungkook's tears reminded the world that even global icons can break under pressure, and Jin's defiance showed that solidarity among group members can become a form of protest when needed. Where does this leave BTS now? Are they stronger because of this moment, or has it exposed fractures that will be hard to heal? Will HYB address the situation, or will they let it fade from public attention, hoping fans will move on? And perhaps the most pressing question of all, what does Jungkook's future hold? And will Jin's bold stand truly protect him from whatever forces are causing him pain? The answers are not yet clear, but the world is watching. The emotional weight of this moment cannot be overstated. For ARMY, it was not just a performance. It was a plea for understanding, a rare glimpse into the emotional reality behind the glittering facade of fame. Whether this leads to meaningful change or simply becomes another viral moment will depend on what happens next, both within BTS and in the conversations among their fans. Until then, the image of Jungkook crying and Jin standing firmly by his side will remain etched in the minds of millions. It is a moment that challenges us to think critically, to question the narratives we are given, and to consider what it truly means to support the artists we love. The emotional scene of Jungkook's tears and Jin's public defense has now moved far beyond a single moment on stage. It has become a global discussion, one that forces fans and observers to confront the uncomfortable question: what is true and what is constructed? Are we witnessing an authentic moment of human vulnerability, or are we being guided toward a narrative that serves someone else's agenda? It is undeniable that social media has amplified the incident to a level where emotions run ahead of facts. TikTok edits highlight Jungkook's tears in slow motion. Twitter threads analyze every micro-expression on Jin's face. YouTube commentators build theories that range from touching to conspiratorial. But should we, as responsible consumers of information, accept these interpretations as fact? Or should we pause and ask, how much of what we think we know about this incident is based on verified evidence, and how much is shaped by our own expectations and emotional investments? The very virality of the moment raises another important question. Does the speed at which a narrative spreads make it more believable, or does it simply make it harder to challenge? When millions share the same clip within hours, does that